for Sustainable Seafoods. We got Rodney Fisher here today.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Nobody's in here yet, so we're...
Hurry up and wait. And we can do that too.
They should pile in here. It shouldn't take too long.
No, they like you guys. They come quick once you
Let's
stand
start
up.
working on getting these things. Let's see, let's start with blues. Keep it separated.
Now we got some company.
Right on. Welcome aboard, everybody.
Welcome. Got Rodney in the house. Highliners.
Got,
We got some people in here. We got 4 people in here now, Phil.
Right on. Good day to cut some fish. I just got to fish all day for these guys today. Cutting black cod today. Black cod and deep water reds. Those some nice, beautiful, giant deep water reds. It was awesome. They were some old growth fish.
That's one of my favorite fish to eat too.
Yeah, nice, super firm meat.
This is yesterday's catch. What did we end up with? About 200 pounds, Phil?
Yeah, a little over 170 pounds.
170 pounds. I guess 200.
We ended up with over 400 pounds total of fish yesterday.
Welcome everybody. Thanks for the likes.
Gonna make a lot of good meals here in our community with these guys.
5 people, 5 likes.
Right on, appreciate it, everybody.
yeah, thank you.
Hey John, welcome.
That's a pretty nice blue rockfish right there. They don't get a whole lot bigger than that.
They're good eating.
Yeah, they are super firm, delicious meat. Black rockfish. That's black. It's a blue. Blue. That's black. That's a blue rockfish. And a nice fatty, beautiful blue rockfish.
Nice fish. Hey Dave, welcome. Yeah, we got into a really nice grade of fish.
Black. I think that's mostly just black there now. Alright,
You get a pair of carcasses in.
oh yeah. Forgot about that part. Let's go ahead and cover these guys up for now. Oh, I don't know, gotta check them out first. It's a pretty nice black rockfish right there.
We started catching a few of those yesterday, and I said it'd be nice to have a pile of these, and next thing I knew there was. Right on, Dave. It was good to get it to catch. It was looking pretty grim there for a minute. We got Rodney in the house, Aries, Highliner crew. Will be our crab bait. Hey, welcome, Tom. Got 24 people watching, Phil.
Right on. Yeah, get right at it quick. We like that.
Get them all nice and cleaned up, get the blood washed in them or off them. Try to keep our workplace nice and clean while we're working with them. Nice, beautiful fish. I like those guys.
Nice, Dave. Shad's good halibut bait, isn't it?
Yeah, Shad's real good halibut bait.
Yeah, Dave says he's got some shad coming our way if they catch in the Umpqua here.
Right on, yeah, that's pretty awesome bait for not so much for crab as much as it is for like halibut. Halibut definitely like them.
We're going to be winding on some halibut here. It's going to be halibut season here before we know it.
Yeah, it's gonna come up fast.
That'd be awesome, Dave.
My knife's stuck in the bone. Kept it sharp.
Couple of ninjas are going on over here.
And you sharp. Oh.
I wonder who's sharpened this one, but I like the edge on it. It's actually got a nice edge.
Hey, Lance, welcome. Hey, Dan, welcome.
I don't know what happened there. I am just slicing right through the skin. I guess that's what I get for sharpening my knife.
Welcome, Betsy.
Oops. Man. Alright, let's try that.
Thank you for your support, Betsy. Y'all are awesome. Got 49 people watching.
Right on. Welcome aboard, everybody.
Fast.
We're just doing our part to feed our community. We got a pretty healthy resource at our footsteps here for our community, so it feels good to be able to give back and take some of our local natural resource and feed our local people.
Yeah, it was looking pretty grim there for a minute. We got into them.
Yeah, sometimes a little bit of persistence pays off.
These guys are going to make quick work out of this.
Nice clean boneless fillet.
As it should be. So Grandma can eat it without a bone in her teeth. The one she's got left.
Welcome, AT and Jessica. Welcome.
Good evening.
Yeah, these guys are fast. So I started helping them, they'd make me look really slow. I think they've done a couple fish before.
One or two.
1,000.
Oop, I almost missed that.
Probably more than that, actually. Terrible.
Welcome, Dan. Yeah, break out the beer batter. We got plenty of fish and chips.
We could heat the fire up right now and go get some.
Those sound good. Hey, Smurfy, welcome.
Evening, Smurf.
How's it going, Smurfy?
Right on, tell the nephew happy birthday. We got Rodney, Team Aries in here helping.
Sometimes I forget about them spines. I'm going right up on them. I tend to get my knuckles in the way of them.
Well, that means you just got to slow down.
And then earlier today, I was helping them. I dropped a giant bed, and the spines went straight into my big toe.
Oh, that's even special.
Whoops. Came up a little hard with the blade. Pushed down too hard with the blade, it bows it. Sometimes the wrong direction. That's not a very good play on that one. But at least nobody's paying for it, so still perfectly good.
I see nothing wrong with that play.
One little slip of the knife. They're so sharp with the black cod. Black cod is such a soft fish that one slip of the knife and you can come completely through the fish, bones and all, and slice them in half. Just with one little flick of the wrist, if you caught one bone.
May I have some of your fish now, too?
Smurfy says hi, everybody.
Hey, Smurfy.
Hey, Shauna. Welcome.
Welcome in, everybody.
O'Fannin, welcome.
Hogs.
Hey, where am I? Welcome.
This one's got some sections a little bit less than healthy, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut those sections out. Leave nothing but healthy meat there.
Right on, Smurfy. Thank you. Smurfy donated $2.
Right on. Appreciate it, Smurfy. Thank you.
There he is. There's Tommy.
Right on, Tommy. How's it going, buddy?
Got Rodney in the house, Tommy.
Tommy, T-Bud!
Nice, Dan. June 14th. Tuna might be showing up about then. They usually show up about the third week of June. And a lot of the time, they're pretty close to Coos Bay when they start out here. Not always. They're tuna. They travel fast. But when they're here, they're pretty good.
Maybe they'll be right on our back door this year.
Are they? You think so?
I said maybe, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
There's a lot of feed here right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty close last year here at the end of it.
Hi, Karen. Welcome. Out in front of Coos Bay is just good all around. Good salmon fishing, good bottom fishing. Can't go wrong. Bars are not treacherous in the summertime.
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable in the summer. And we got all that winter water rolling down the rivers. It tends to be a little more treacherous.
Yeah, she's no joke in the wintertime. I've been scared in that bar more than once. Got a pile of fillets going. Oh, we do have a fish cutting station on the port, Dave.
And we do it here with this so that we're at a licensed facility
The
with,
processing of
with that meets regulational standards and
Packaging
packaging
processing.
processes as well. Which today we've got to wait for the labels to come in, but we'll get those sorted out. So we'll be packaging them unlabeled, but they will be labeled before they're delivered to the food bank.
Yeah, this is a legitimate business that we're working out of. It's a team effort. It's Port Orford Sustainable Seafood. They're a big help. We Phyllis networks with them a lot, and we're super grateful to use their facility, and it works out good for everybody. It's a win-win for a lot of people here. Right on, Karen. Appreciate you. Always appreciate you. That's a slab right there. Dang, that flew on the wall. Right on, Dan. That'd be cool. Right on, Smurfy. Thank you. Smurfy posted a link. You can buy our local fish from these guys. They sounds like Bill's been cutting a bunch of fish. They should be pretty well stocked with fish at the moment.
They're still waiting for us to catch some more lean cod, but they've got plenty of sable fish in, as well as some deep water red rockfish. So they've got plenty of rockfish and plenty of sable fish that just came in last night off the boat and has been processed today.
Hey, Anyfin, welcome. And ASIF, welcome. Well, if you wanted a good lesson on how to cut fish, you're getting one right here.
You just gotta slow down.
But have to make some slow motion footage later on. That's, you know, Dan, their fish is all out from Alaska. There's no local fish in Crazy Norwegian. It's the dependability factor. At least that's how it used to be. I don't know. At least that's what I was told anyway.
Yeah, the consistency of having the same product is important in a lot of businesses that don't have readily available access to it. But these guys have access to it, so it should be something that they take the opportunity to utilize when they can. But instead of having it as an option, they stick with the just maybe store-bought, shipped in, pre-frozen stuff on a scheduled basis so they can count on it. But
Yeah, they either had a rookie that didn't know what they were talking about, or they told you a not true if they said it was local caught.
Sales pig.
and the redfish does, a couple places around here does on occasion. I mean, not always, but when they have the opportunity, they do.
Got 83 people watching. Welcome everybody.
Right on.
Evening, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.
99 people.
Right on.
Update that quick.
Pretty awesome having this many people interested in what we're doing here for our community.
Hi Manicam, welcome to the channel. Richard Davies, welcome.
Hey, Richard! The original hooker.
Right, damn fishermen never lie.
I've only cut 10 fish.
It's always 20 pounds heavier by the time I get home and tell a story. He's light and fast. He's giving us fish cutting lessons here live on YouTube.
Who's that?
Richard Davies.
He's giving us fish cutting lessons?
No, you are. He was asked.
Oh.
He said, "What's up?"
Having a nice evening, spending some time with some friends.
Hey, Big Dan, welcome. They do have good food, Dan. I like eating Crazy Norwegian. It's good food.
I think they were better with the owners they had a handful of years back.
It would be better if it was fish I caught, though. Or Rodney caught.
Yeah. Didn't get a very clean cut on that one.
It distracted you.
Right on, Big Dan. We like sharing. Thanks for watching. 96 good people in here.
Right on.
No bad people? Alright!
Been a while since we've been able to get a decent amount of fish here to the food bank to make it more readily available, but we've been crabbing. It's not very often that we get the opportunity to donate crab, and when we're crabbing at the early part of it, we don't get a whole lot of opportunity to fish. So now that we're back to fishing, we'll be getting a whole lot more chances to give more food to our local community as well as the local markets.
Hi, Kingsley. Welcome to the channel. It's ice water. Yeah, it's in a ice slush there. And then it'll get placed on these trays. And the trays have little stands that they elevate on. And so the majority of the water drains off the fish there. And then we'll weigh them up into the portions here. And then over here is the vacuum sealer. And Tommy wants to know what time dinner is.
When he shows up.
And this is where they'll end up. And people at the food bank will come and pick them up. These are Hey Japan, welcome. Little tour of the facility here. They serve food here. It's tourist season. A lot of people eat here. They have really good food here. Hi Shauna, welcome. Thank you. Port Orford's Sustainable Seafood. Mailing list if you want to sign up to it. Hi Rose, welcome.
Yeah, if we did a pound in there, we'll do a pound, but I don't think.
Oh, the reason why we weren't is because that was size.
I don't think we're gonna do a pound.
Okay, now I'm getting
Okay, we're gonna try a new experiment, new toy here. Yeah, it's not gonna work out. I can't see what's going on using that. Sorry, I'm kind of spazzing with the camera for a minute here. It only films if you turn it on, Phil.
Yeah.
Got it. Cameraman errors. Who is that cameraman?
Can't see the cameraman right now. You can blame anybody you want.
I did it! How's that?
Yeah, this is a hot setup, huh, Dan?
But these guys drain off over here. Let the water drain off before they get packaged, so there's a little bit less water in the package itself.
Hi, Sherry. Welcome to the channel. Got 110 people watching us.
Welcome, everybody.
We packed these fish in ice right when we got off the water yesterday. these were all blues. We're getting into the blacks now, right?
Yeah, those are all the blues. We'll put them on separate trays so that we know. We might even grab a piece of paper and mark so when we get the label, we can get them labeled right.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, this fish here is all the blue rockfish. As we make the landing, you know, because we sold the fresh fish to these guys, and technically we did a buyback on these fish, and now we're you know, processing them through a legal facility to be able to donate them legally to the food bank.
Yeah, the food bank has health and safety standards that they've got to abide by, so anything that they accept as a donation has to be certifiable. Got to be properly labeled and processed in the fish facility, licensed facility.
Hey Matt, welcome. Right on, Dan. Thanks for helping it happen, buddy.
Right on.
Dan congratulated us on breaking our like record.
Right on. Like, yeah, we definitely appreciate that. It
We-
feels pretty good to start breaking our own personal records like that. Definitely feels like we're growing.
We were talking about how much fun we had fishing your jigs on the way over here.
Absolutely.
Right on, nothing but facts. Welcome to the channel.
Got a hold of the phone now. Start ripping the carcass in half.
I don't know about your first comment, but try not to do weird comments like that. Bone Crusher's in the house.
Right on, welcome aboard.
Dan says he's honored to contribute. Yeah, it's cool. We were talking about how cool the homemade jig factor of the whole thing, you know? It's like telling Phil how I could lose, you know, 20 store-bought jigs and feel better about losing one homemade jig, you know? Dan made us some jigs. It's, you know, set us up, sent a big care package. It was like a bunch of jigs for each of us.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
And we fished them on our live stream yesterday, Rodney.
Yeah.
And then we did it one other time. He sent some jigs, and we kept track of how much money, you know, that.
Yeah.
We broke $1,000 on that day, didn't we? Can't remember. There's so many days since then.
It's big, they all blur together again.
Yeah, I think we broke $1,000 with Dan's jigs the first day.
I think we did.
We did like $840 yesterday. Live fish.
We had an opportunity to sell our rockfish for $1.25 a pound, but we still felt that we'd rather make an impact here. It's been a while since we've been able to make a substantial donation to our food bank, so we decided to go ahead and take care of them with these.
Big ones, Dan. There was monsters out there. We're gonna have to go thin that school out a little bit more, I think.
Some old growth.
Market's gonna get flooded with blacks though, from what I've been hearing. They're not very hard to catch right now for anybody.
They've already cut guys down to 75 pounds a day.
75 pounds a day.
Yeah.
Fishing with Flames,
Today.
welcome. Was that go in effect, Bill, now?
That was today.
Yeah, market's flooded with black rockfish.
Amazing how fast it happens.
I hear you, Dave. I know, buddy. Right on, Flames. Appreciate you, bud. Appreciate everybody. We got 130 people watching us now.
Right on.
Appreciate everybody, all you guys that watch us on the regular. Right on, Captain Quinn. He's a highline fisherman. I'm telling Rodney about you, Quinn.
Quinn.
And everybody else that's
Quinn, he's
listening.
fisherman?
He fishes the Bristol Bay. He's got a sweet boat.
Nice, right on, Quinn.
When you're on YouTube, you should check his channel out. It's Saltwater Salmon.
Okay.
You will dig it. This is Rodney Quinn.
How you doing, man?
He fishes our highline crab boat, the Aries here. We love the Aries and we love Rodney. So we support the Aries. You guys are highliners. I'm introducing highliners to highliners, basically.
Yeah, brother. We have some fun doing that stuff.
Yeah, his boat's awesome, Rodney. It's like designed, epically designed for this fishery.
Just like us humans. We're epically designed for these fisheries.
For these fisheries, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a grinder. I don't know. I've never fished Bristol Bay, but I know people who have, and I know it's a pretty cutthroat competitive fishery up there. Sounds like our Dungeness Derby. No, this is actually all the meat is off of these, and we're going to use this for crab bait. So all the fillets are there, and then these are about to get packaged in here. Well, thank you, Eden. Eden says you're very handsome, Phil.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Hi, Lynette. Welcome. Matilda, welcome. Barbara, welcome. Yeah, these guys are smoking through them.
Nice clean boneless fillet.
We're off the Oregon coast, Lynette, on the southern Oregon coast, out of a town called Port Orford. We got into a good grade. We started catching a few 5+ pounders, and I told Bill, I hope we can catch a pile of these, and we did. They kept coming. Tommy was watching. Tommy's here, but he's just not in the building. Yeah, money jig. That's a hot color, Dan. There he is. Speak of the devil, Tommy shows up.
Right on, Tommy.
Tommy caught that fish. Remember that fish, Tommy? He remembers you. He says, hi, Tommy.
Yes, they talk about you when you're not there.
Tommy named him Bob.
You like bobs?
We caught these fish yesterday, Lynette. Started out pretty slow day, and we caught the majority of these fish in a couple of hours. We're off the coast on the Pacific, so it's wide open ocean. We like to fish on calm days, but we fish, you know, if it's blowing 15 or so, we don't really like to jig fish, but we crab and halibut fish. We do that sometimes when it's blowing 40. If it's good, you gotta go. You gotta go. But we like nicer days on that too. We prefer it.
Yeah, some of the boats that we did that
It
fishery.
used to be a derby and now it's a 3-day fishery.
Yeah, Quinn. We cube these up in some totes and then put them in the freezer and they get solid, and then put them in garbage bags and stack them in on pallets in the freezer, and that's what we this year. We didn't have to buy any bait until the last couple of trips, and then we decided to stack out because we weren't really catching enough to be worth it. But yeah, this stuff last year pretty much took care of our bait bill, which is huge.
Yeah. We saved probably $30,000 on bait expense by collecting as much bait ourselves as we could. But not very many people have the kind of freezer capacity that we have, so not everybody can do this. But we've got a pretty good opportunity for it, and since we have the assets, it definitely pays off for us.
And we had such good bait, you know, a little of everything: salmon, tuna, halibut scraps, black cod scraps. It's like the smorgasbord. Hey, Tassie Devil, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for flying the lean cod emoji there. Hey, Ario from Brazil. Arlene, welcome. Right now they're working on black rockfish there, Vincent. Hey Zyro, good to see you. The Luna, welcome.
This one hit the bone, got caught up with my knife. Curve to the end of it. I hit the bone so many times, I gotta fix that. Oops, get back here.
Yeah, we had a good trip yesterday. Hola, Alex. Welcome to the channel. This was yesterday we caught these, and we had over 400 pounds. I think about 450.
Pretty close to it, yeah.
250 went to the live market, and I guess we had 200 pounds, but it was 179. So what is that?
We had we had a few more pounds than 250. I don't remember exactly
Oh, yeah.
what it was to those guys, and then
We had some other species. That's right. Bone said he heard that. He says, "Time to sharpen the knife, Bill."
yeah,
Twin Hikari, welcome to the channel. Right on. She says, I can. Twin Hikari says they just learned how to cut a fish watching this, Bill.
right on.
Perfect. That's how it's supposed to be.
This blade really flexes, so anytime I sharpen anywhere down the blade, I've got to make sure and support it really well. That's why it flexes while you're sharpening it and bows the way that it's not flat. It just ends up kind of getting a curve to it, and it doesn't stay quite as sharp as long. You get a good flat surface to it, and you can get away with just honing it quite a bit, just getting that edge burr rolled back straight.
Hi, Issy. Welcome to the channel. Brett, welcome. Hey, AJ. Good to see you, man. Thanks for flying the shark emoji.
Should be good enough.
Hey, Phil, did we decide what bags we were using?
Yeah, we have to use the smaller bags for now
Okay.
that are inside of the vacuum seal.
Oh, okay.
They're stacked up in there.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Rodney.
He was a good fish. He's gonna feed people and make people happy. Football Steelers on top. Welcome to the channel. We got black rockfish and blue rockfish. These here, the blue rockfish. And then these are black rockfish in here. They're real similar, meat's real similar. They're both delicious. Nice bone crusher. It says he uses the bottom of his coffee cup instead of a stone. It's a good trick. A million tricks, man. We're out of Oregon, Rosebud. Welcome to the channel.
One lonely, beautiful canary in there. Beautiful fish.
They're good eating too. We're gonna let this guy keep him company, Tommy. Bob's gonna have a nice, pretty friend to hang out with. These are all out of the Pacific, off the Oregon coast. Robert, welcome to the channel.
So 1 pound, if I can get it in there somewhat looking good in the bag.
Yeah, if not, we'll stick with the 3/4.
Well, this is almost 198 right there.
That's a canary rockfish, Quinn.
98.
We have a,
Yeah.
they opened those up, what's it been, like 3 years since we've been allowed to catch canaries again?
I don't know, time flies so fast.
It's only been a handful of years, less than 5. I know. Maybe it has been about 5 years. Yeah, about 5 years ago, they opened up canaries for us. And they're talking about letting us catch some yellow eye too, because our yellow eye population's always been healthy. But it's getting to where they're recovering everywhere in Oregon. And so they're gonna give us a small quota. Anyway, that's the rumor. You know how it is. You can only believe it when you're seeing it. But we definitely have a real healthy population of both quillback and the yellow eye and the canary here.
Yeah, we do. We've got pretty abundant resources around here, pretty highly controlled, so they seem to be pulling a pretty good stock. They do a decent amount of research in the area. Hopefully we can get more research done. The more information we have, the more adequately we can protect our resources.
You're welcome, Robert. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, they recently closed quillback rockfish because I guess in California they're having issues, and so the quillback range is so big that it affected Oregon's waters too when our quillback population's really strong. So now we're catching hundreds of quillbacks that we're releasing all the time.
Yeah.
Big ones. It was kind of fun at first, but it's getting old. They used to be $20 bills.
And that one day we were so tired from just bringing in a bunch of quillback all day long and throwing them back. We were so worn out from that we barely wanted to go fishing again.
Nice ones too, 6, 7 pounders. Yeah, I can see that, Bone. See that a lot up here too. Sometimes we'll catch a fish that's got a big old scar from one of them sport fishermen butchering them.
There's a couple of fish left there. What do you think?
Nice pile of fish there, Phil.
Fish keep coming.
That was like that drift yesterday and like the offload.
Oh man, it was.
They just kept coming. Probably a good thing the wind picked up. Be filleting here for days.
These guys at this place like to keep me well practiced at being able to do this. But it costs them high dollar. They got to make sure I get at least a carton of eggs an hour. I mean,
Yeah, carton of eggs. Making the big bucks now. Invest in eggs.
really. Yeah, there's a couple in there. That should be the last of the flats. And we just got that one canary.
Remember when that pile of fish was at my feet yesterday? Hi Chris, welcome to the channel. Filleting up yesterday's catch, packaging it, and gonna donate it to the local food bank. Hi Tony, welcome. The Backmaster. Camera's in the bite.
Yeah, I gotta be careful. This thing will take a hand off.
Right on, Chris. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, Robert, we fish crab, so we'll save up this and use it for our crab bait. Nothing goes to waste. Saves us a fortune in crab bait bills.
Yeah, it does. Cut the table, did you hear that? They cut the table and cut it and break the tip off.
Bone crusher's getting you, Bill. Says it needs a little more stone time.
That does me a little harm.
It's Captain Phil that got the food bank thing going. I do enjoy participating in it, but Bill's the one that deserves the credit, all the credit there.
What made him Saint Phil?
He is. Bill's got a heart of gold. He likes to feed people.
My barbecues are starting to be famous.
If you're hungry, you need to meet Phil and you won't be hungry anymore. Hi Noel, welcome to the channel. There he is, there's a Highliner. Captain O's in the house.
You know.
O says, you're the best, Phil. Keep grinding.
Right on, appreciate you, buddy.
No, Tony, we're not at sea. We're on shore. Hey, welcome hunting and stuff. Good to see you. Nope, it's just straight ice water.
Get all that blood and scales off, get it nice and clean, keep it nice and firm. We let the water drain off it and get it vacuum sealed and blast froze. Be blast froze within 24 hours of bringing it into the dock. Well, pretty close to it anyway. It was on ice pretty quick anyway. But still, caught yesterday, blast froze and packaged this evening. Best quality fish for miles, and you can't even buy it.
I like it. Yeah.
But stop by, we'll give you a fillet.
That's awesome.
Canaries are good eating.
Yeah, they sure are.
A lot of good food out there. Gonna introduce these guys to a bunch of crabs. When you grow up, Tommy. Tommy says, "Can you go fishing with us one day?"
What?
We can't go fishing without you now, buddy. We're addicted. We need some Tommy, or we're not going. Yeah, he's the wizard at this fish filleting stuff there, Zyra. It's not happening, huh, Tommy? Damn it.
You want me to bring you some fish for dinner, Tommy?
Hear that, Tommy? You hungry?
Ooh, that was close. I felt the blade catch on my gloves.
These were caught with the rod and reel. We have a small boat that we jig fish that we only use rods and reels to fish from. It's got a nearshore permit. So these were commercially caught with a rod and reel, which is pretty unique and rare. If I would have known that I could go out with a rod and reel and make money when I was 8 years old, I would have moved out and got my own place. Yeah, he's been
There we go, no bone.
filleting just around those pin bones there, Zyro. But he missed that little bit. He feels them as he goes down them.
Yeah, I come along the bone with the tip of the knife. And then once I get to those bones that come down the ribs, I'll turn and flex the blade up and come up and around those rib bones, and it'll peel away from them. So you got bone right there, and it'll just come down those. Filet fish.
Tommy says he's not home. He's with the kid.
Right on.
It's pretty cool being able to YouTube in sick, huh, Tommy? Hey, Mojave, we use them for crab bait. We put them in the freezer and save them up for crab bait. He does like being able to YouTube in sick. So.
I bet he does.
It is pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't call Tommy in.
It's the first time I've ever seen it done before, Tommy. So I think he might be the first guy that's ever done that.
What did you do?
YouTubed in sick. Check the live stream, says he's not going to make it.
What? I didn't hear I was missing a boat. Oh, there's no boat.
What kind of knife is that, Phil?
This is a Bubba blade. It's been an awesome knife. I mean, I have cut so many thousands of pounds of fish with this knife. You would not believe me if I told you.
I've seen.
Wouldn't believe it, but I believe you.
I've seen at least 1,000 pounds go through that knife with you.
Well, just what we donated last year, from April to the end of the year, was 4,500 pounds of rockfish that was cut to donate that 1,500 pounds of rockfish that we gave to the food bank. So just that alone, let alone the work that I've done with them, plus my own work, plus all the work I've done for the couple of years I've had that knife has cut a lot of fish.
Yeah, guy, these fish, they do have
What's the
a.
name of the knife? Put the sponsor name out there and tag them in it.
I do need to start looking into that kind of stuff.
I'm serious.
I know, there's a lot of things that,
Tag them, because then maybe they'll start throwing
perfect flat straight.
Yeah.
Chips.
to do this shit.
it's true.
I mean, this
Just
is
as long as you have. We know that. It's
Yeah, yep.
Get your own sponsorship.
Thanks, Dave, appreciate that. Yeah, Dave says you can't beat a Bubba knife.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they hold an edge well. You can put a pretty good edge on them, and I don't know if you can see down on the blade on that thing, but it's got a perfectly flat, even blade on it still, even after years of use commercially. So it's a good blade.
Okay, this is Dave Newquist. Bill, now I recognize the name and know who you're talking. Okay, he says, can't wait to use the crab cookers. Yeah, thanks for those crab cookers, Dave. That's really awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it. We'll have an opportunity to use it as, well, this late in the season, crab's worth too much money, so it's hard to do it right now. But when we get to the earlier parts of the seasons, we'll be holding some crab feeds of our own down here at the port. So that'll be one of the main things that we'll be doing with that. But we'll also be working on using it for different purposes, as we maybe as food warmers to maintain what we've got fresh and ready for food for our cookouts and stuff. And man, I tell you, I am so excited to fire that thing up. I want to go fire it up today, but I'm so busy it's hard to do. I want to fire it up just to see it run.
Thanks, Alexandre. Welcome from Brazil. Welcome to the channel.
And those beans that you dropped off there, those were such a big hit. That was awesome. You'll have to teach me how to make those. Everybody was so excited about them beans. They definitely want to see if they can't do that again. I handle the meats, but it's so much work, it's hard to do much else. So other people like to pitch in. We had a couple of potato salads and coleslaw and some pasta salads. So when we get together for those cookouts, it's kind of a community gathering, kind of a potluck style, if you will. I handle the main courses, and other locals bring what they can or what they feel like bringing, and we put it together to be quite a few people. We've got at least 150 people cookout.
He says he's ready to help anytime.
I appreciate that.
These are black and blue rockfish, Vincent. These fish are black rockfish, and we've already cut up the blue rockfish. Hey Gary, good to see you, bud. Gary says, hey Phil.
Hey Gary.
And we got Rodney in the house today, Gary.
Here I got to do some going on that one.
Gary says, hey Rodney. Chat loves you guys. They love the Aries crew.
We have a good time. We represent Port Orford in a good way. I'm proud to be part of that crew. if everything goes as planned, Rodney will be running the max next year for crab season if everything goes as planned.
Nice.
So I'll step back off the back deck and go back to captaining again. We'll see if you guys will have another 300 crab pots you have to worry about. Ha 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 ha!
That's sharp.
It says that Dan O'Hara says the tater tot casserole's in the oven, Captain Phil.
Nice.
And Dave says Shauna and him will be here to help anytime.
Right on, I appreciate it. We're gonna be doing another cookout here next month, so hopefully we'll get the chance to have you guys come down and attend one. Pretty awesome. This last one, I gave it like 1 day's notice before it was time to start getting everything on the grill, and we still fed a ton of people. It was awesome.
Yeah, sure, Mojave. Are they watching now? Say hi to Mojave's kids. What's their names? Oh, Lucas and Liam.
Hey Lucas and Liam, how you guys doing? Welcome to Fish Tough. Hope you guys are having a great day.
In June, coming down here in June, Dan? Oh, Tuesday. He said thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, Mojave. Yeah, Gary, that's going to be awesome. Right on. He says his kids are stoked.
Right on.
Right on, Quinn. Thanks for watching. Always good to hang out with you. We're looking forward to catching your live streams coming up. Appreciate you, bud. Have a good night.
Got him. I'll get on it.
I was getting, okay, thank you. That's going pretty quick today. Elk's having extra hands and large fish both. All these larger rockfish are definitely more meat per hour. Not to mention,
We're gonna cut it down. I'm gonna have to cut them down to fit them in the bag. These ones for sure.
Yeah, Dan, just we'll stay in touch on the stream there. In June, usually what it's like right when the tuna show up, the first halibut opener is usually happening too.
yeah.
And we always go for the halibut because that's a bigger money fish if we get them. And be a grind that you probably wouldn't have very much fun on.
Depending on the weather, maybe a little extra change of drawers would be nice for all of us.
Sometimes it does pick up during the
Yeah, sometimes it's not very fun for anybody, but sometimes it's really fun, but it's a grind.
My first halibut opener with that boat, we had water almost knee deep in the engine room while we're setting gear, trying to address the situation. In that same trip, we also had waves crashing up on one side of the boat that were white water and across my back on the other side of the boat while we're pulling gear. That was my...
Didn't you break a pole one of those years out of halibut fishing?
Yes.
Okay, see, it ain't that nice. I know that much.
I also blew 2x4s apart that were holding together my splash guards and broke my rail and
and
yeah, it was interesting. And when this year we had some damage to grabbing. And I still got to go down and do some repairs. I've been trying to get some of the other boats situated so I can get around to that. There's not a whole lot more, you know.
Making quick work of it. Started the stream an hour and 17 minutes ago.
Nice. Killing it.
Well, we got 21 pounds package done so far. The 21 pounds of blues. Looks like we're going to have about 40 pounds of blacks. Good looking fish, Phil.
Makes me hungry. Hey, Wisconsin, welcome. We are cutting up yesterday's catch. It's a chunk of yesterday's catch anyway. We sell both live fish and fresh fish. And this is the fresh fish from yesterday. We sold 250 pounds of live fish to the live buyer.
Fresh fish market was a little flooded for this go around, so we opted to make these available for our local food bank instead of selling them.
Yeah, we like to do good deeds. Captain Phil got this going, and I've been enjoying participating in it.
Some of our fish we just get paid a number that doesn't really end up being worth the money for us as a business. Sometimes it's a little bit more worth the impact that you can have with that product, more so than the money that you can make with it. So some of this product, because of our lack of access to better markets in our rural area, it gives us an opportunity to take our business and feed some beautiful, fresh, delicious fish to our local community and it not cost us very much. So for our limited expense and a little bit of volunteer time at a donated facility, we have a pretty significant impact for our community, and it feels pretty good to do it. We're pretty proud of it. We've got a lot of people that have their hands in it to help make it work, and it's been great. It's been a kind of a small thing that we've done in the community for years, and it's finally developed into something where businesses have gotten involved, and now it's become something that's a pretty prominent project in the community. So it feels pretty good to be a part of it.
Phil feeds people. Good to see you too, Wisconsin. We're in Oregon, Tony. Welcome to the channel. We're in this local, it's called Port Orford Sustainable Seafood. PortOrfordSustainableSeafood.com. And you can purchase fresh fish we caught. And they also serve lunch here every day during tourist season, which is now. I don't know if it's every day. It's definitely on the weekends.
Friday through Monday.
And their food is absolutely amazing here.
This place has a 5-star review.
Yeah,
and it's run out of the box.
They cook all kinds of good, delicious stuff. Everything I've ever tried here is just delicious. And so it's a licensed fish processing facility, which enables us to be able to donate the fish to the food bank, our local food bank. Right on, Tony, from South Carolina. Gary says he's very proud of us, Bill.
Right on. Thank you, Gary.
Can tell Bill's cut a couple of these.
1 or 2. I don't know, maybe 3.
Bake it till you make it, Bill.
Yeah. That's how we roll around here.
Right on, AJ. Thank you. Thank you, Hookset John. Everybody's saying great job, and Wisconsin says it's like an art. He is. He's like a carver. We should have him start doing fish carving. Works of art. Carve me a mermaid, Phil.
I'm pretty good at stick figures.
Right on, Dave. We appreciate that. Yeah, it makes me feel real good hearing how much everybody up there is loving the channel. Put you guys in the bite. You know how I like putting you in the bite. Right on, Wisconsin. He says he's learning something, which is great. Makes him want to modify his technique.
Right on. I like a nice, quick fillet, being able to keep it nice and boneless without having to dull in my blade. So every time you go through any of the bones, it's really hard on your blades. I don't like, since I do so much, I don't like having to stop and put a new edge on it all the time. It holds up pretty good to just a quick honing with these knives. They hold up pretty good in general, but there's a lot of knives can't quite handle the chipping that ends up happening in the blade as you're coming across those bones. Sometimes they'll just kind of torque on a bone, put a little chip in the blade. This one's been great. I've not had that happen to me yet, but it happens pretty commonly in a lot of blades. Those bones are not that tough, but they're still tough enough.
Not your normal everyday guy. Welcome to the channel. He asked, are the gloves rated? No, they're just normal latex gloves. No like protection factor in them. They are sterile gloves though, if that's what you're asking. Got 107 people watching.
Right on. Thanks for joining, everybody. Glad to have you all hanging out. We're almost done getting the cutting done for all these fish. Definitely going to be a few good mouths fed by the What do you think, Rodney? We gonna feed a couple people?
Yeah, there might be a couple bellies. Get some good fresh fish going on here.
Tommy says, go Phil. Smash that like button.
Oops. I think it's time to hit the owner. Skim a little bit up under the skin there. You're gonna need it. Tap on the salmon. She gets burnt over, so I'm doing this a lot with the skin. She gets burnt over around that way a little bit. So I tend to have to just kind of hit it a few times. Just get that little bit of burr rolled straight.
I am working on merch, Dave. It's just, it's fun more than anything at the moment. But merch is coming. These guys want merch, Phil. Hey, Dirty 30, right on. Welcome. Filleting up yesterday's catch. It was a tough bite yesterday, and then we found him. And we loaded up.
Yeah, we loaded up in a hurry. I think most of them came out of 2 drifts.
Yeah, I caught about 400 pounds of fish and 2 drifts. Right on, Wisconsin. Mrs. Swift. Okay, Karen. Gotcha. Right on, Mrs. SWFF. Appreciate you. I'll call you Mrs. Wisconsin. We got a fish cutting wizard going on here. Right on. Hey Liam, welcome. Right on, Will. Welcome to the channel. Got 99 people and 96 likes.
Right on.
$120 people in here now.
Heck yeah.
Quick update.
I don't know if to take it, if I'm going to take that question seriously or not. There, I'm definitely not saying your name out loud, but that's funny. That's a pretty good one, man. It's when you think you see it all on YouTube. Some of these guys get pretty creative with their names. I'm not going to say this one, but it's pretty funny. Trying not to die laughing here. Here you go, I'll show you guys. There you go, Rodney. We're all embarrassed and laughing now.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah, freedom of speech. He is. Eden said you're good with your hands.
Right on.
Gary asked how Captain in Training Ezra is doing, Phil.
He's doing pretty good. He's not quite up and running, but he's still getting hard to keep up with. Even Mom is getting worried. I tried to warn him.
Yeah, everything gets placed higher and higher and higher until you just give up on trying to have anything nice for 18 years.
Oh, we got that one fish left. We got the canary.
You got the lone canary, Phil.
Only canary. Get that one. Yes.
How old is he now, Phil? Time flies. What do you...
It was December 3rd. So what is this? This is, what's that?
6 months?
A little over 6 months? Six,
Oh,
little, 6 months and 2
yeah.
weeks or something? 6.5 months?
Daisy.
Pretty quick.
Hi, Daisy.
Hey Daisy, how's it going?
Yeah, time flies. 6 months already. That was just yesterday, wasn't it? Last week?
Oh man, I tell you. Happens fast. I can't believe it's already been a week since I was just over there. I feel like I seen her just yesterday. Well, that's it for the blacks. Looks like we got one more fish after this, and the rest
It's history.
packaging and cleaning, and we'll be done.
History.
No hunting and stuff. He does not own the boat and the facility. But one of the owners of this place has a boat, and he longline fishes and sells his fish out of this place. Time flies, doesn't it, Dan? That's the other thing kids make it very apparent of is how fast time goes. Says this kid's 22.
Yeah, mine's just about there. My oldest, anyway.
Yeah, this is the last fish, the canary. Bob Jr., Tommy says. Bob part 2.
Bob 2.0.
This one's a canary rockfish. We only got one of those yesterday. They're all real similar. All these fish, the meat is very similar. But if I was buying a fish and never seen any of this fish, I would definitely pick that one. Yeah, we got some fish tacos. All processed into vacuum sealed into 1 pound bags. Are we back? We lost everybody. Oh, we're getting people back though. 8 people back. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
You got blast frozen.
Yeah, blast froze you. Okay, nice. It looked like everything was working on my end.
Until it wasn't.
Right. It's technical difficulties are such a nightmare out there, Rodney. It's a battle. I'm getting pretty good at like 20 tasking.
And I just give them a flatten out, you know.
Okay, gotcha.
Give them a flatten out so they can lay nice in there. That's all I do, and you just stack them up 6 high.
Gotcha. We're on land, Will. Yeah, this fish met Dan's jig. Last thing it saw. "109 people back. Welcome back, everybody."
That perfect weight, see? Have my right foot. Oh, I was almost there. I saw it flash at it.
It depends on the day, Dan. We just had a bad day that day. Stream never forgets. We've been having fun with that, though. That day, I think it was about 20 pounds per jig. Every 20 pounds of fish Tommy caught, he lost 1 jig.
At least he can own up to it. He was not happy about it though. We all have our days, but
You know, Dan, he didn't use your jig yesterday. I think he was, I don't think he wanted to lose him. I told him I showed him, but he stuck to old lead jig.
It was a pretty tough day to warrant them yesterday. I mean, they were good, but it's nice to hold on to them for a day that you know you're going to stand a better chance of producing.
It is. It's. I hated losing the jig, especially the money jig. When I lost it, and I was like losing my great grandpa's jig that's been in the family for generations. Hey, Patrick. Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, we're finishing up here, Patrick. Bill's scrubbing down. Back sealing. Right on, Will. Yeah, this is a professional facility, so keep everything top notch. Bill's the kind of guy that likes to leave everything in better shape than when he got there.
Yeah, those guys usually know when I've been here and they can walk in and notice. Either that or they go to sharpen a knife or grab a knife and start using it. They're like, oh, he grabbed it. Bill's been here. He said he grabbed my knife earlier trying to trim something, and he said he's not going to touch my knife again. Hey, don't worry about it. Be careful. He's on down. I like my fingers where they're at. Been trying to teach him how to sharpen the knife a little better here and there when I'm here. Been getting a lot better at it, but he's worn out of stone already. He's a new one.
Oh, did you? It happens, Dan. I imagine those guys don't spend a lot of money. If I owned a charter business and was providing rods, I'd definitely be going with the old ugly stick. It's a good rod for the money. I still fish ugly sticks.
That beef stick was a good one for me until I landed on top of it. It was a good one, but traditionally those ugly sticks are
Tiger.
tried and true.
Tiger custom.
Yeah.
I'm using a 8-foot 2-piece right now. And it's a medium light action. It's got so much action on the tip. Oh my god.
2-piece season.
It's like a whip. It's like a whip when I'm trying to set lips. It's great. Let's see, let's make sure we keep it separated. If we know this is the blues and that's the black, so we get out another tray.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
I haven't put anything over there.
Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
This here, as you can see, is the blue on this side.
Mm-hmm.
It's the blacks on this side. This is the other one that's got a double layer. Just here, these 3 packages, we stay on the same blue, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there, and then we'll get the last couple. I guess you don't have to. I can put it separate if you want.
Well, we can put those last 2 on top of there, or the last
we got-
ones of those.
Last on all of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If
All
it's
right.
not too heavy.
Yeah, all right. As long as you don't mind, you know what's going on. I just want you to know
I'll
what's
be
happening.
pulling those off the racks in the morning anyway, so we can get them boxed up. I gotta get
I just want you to know where it's going, where and how and when and how many cookies and 10 minutes to walk her. One of those, right?
Yeah, that's some good dinners. That's funny, Dan. He says, makes them want to be homeless in Port Orford, Bill.
Is that? They didn't make people want to be homeless in Port Orford, huh?
It's Dan, he's just joking.
Well, they're not be homeless. They just go to the food bank, show up and say they need help. What is it, every Wednesday of the month or every...
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is every Wednesday.
Or is it every Wednesday?
I think it's every Wednesday. I could be wrong though.
Just gotta show up and act like you want. That's what I say.
We're on the
Sure, people
Oregon
wait
coast.
until they don't have food to give.
Yeah, that's true. We're on the Oregon coast, Will, and I think it's going on 7:30 here.
Bill, this is what's up. The canary right here all by himself.
Sunset's a little bit after 8.
You know, I'm all right, boss.
We're into our long summertime days already here.
Okay, this is the last of my garbage besides this mess of it. Up and away. I shall leave this here so you can soak this up. And then that's what you're going to want to do, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, I still got one more hiding back there? Jesus, where'd you put that?
They keep popping up out of nowhere.
I thought just when I thought the dip was good.
It was just like that on the drift too. We thought we were done and they just kept coming.
Alright, alright. I know how to finish a job, I really do.
Chopper Scotty says, "What's up, Rodney?"
Another fine night, brother. Helping a bunch of families and friends. What we try to do.
Highliners help the community. Scooter and the boys, welcome. We just got done filleting 179 pounds of rockfish. And now we're packaging it, vacuum sealing it, and getting it ready to go in the freezer. That tray's, I think we're gonna fit the rest of these fish on there and fit that tray in there. And I'm gonna stay far out of the freezer this time. He's weighing them out into 1 pound portions. Yeah, they're similar. I don't know, they're kind of similar. Snapper's a little firmer. Probably buy these and they're labeled snapper in the store. Not from us, we wouldn't do that, but a lot of big fish companies.
They'll tell you it's a snapper.
Yeah, they'll put all these similar species in as one species, and none of them are the species they're selling them at, because they're all similar. Yeah, Will, the Oregon coast is an incredible place. I don't know the exact number of people that visit the coast every year, but it's a lot. I recommend seeing it all the way up from Washington down. But Oregon's coastline is more spectacular than most.
Southern's better than the northern.
I don't want to say that, you might get smart. Right on, Dan. Good deeds, they feel good. Welcome to the channel, Aston. Tom says he's looking at this fish eating biscuit eggs.
So he's having a wish he had a fish.
Yep, wishing he had a fish.
Wishing for a fish. Sounds like me yesterday trying to catch.
Hey Hippo, welcome. This is black rockfish fillets here, and we've already packaged and processed some blue rockfish. It's good both ways, Patrick. Good or fried or baked. Fish tacos.
Ceviche.
Ceviche.
Black cod miso bowls that they do here at Fox, man, I tell you.
Phil highly recommends the black cod miso rolls. I haven't tried those yet. Now I'm gonna have to.
Oh man, that miso sauce that they make here, and the way they grill that black cod, it's awesome. I've never been one to be able to do much with that particular fish, but they do a really good job at it. It's so oily that there's pretty particular ways to use the cook and draw a lot of that oil out so it burns up properly. Otherwise, you can really put it in mud pretty easy.
Yukon Bub, welcome. Blue rockfish and black rockfish, very similar. If I was to tell you this was a black rockfish, you would never know. Hi Alan, welcome.
Unless you ate the two together and then you know the black rockfish is a little firmer.
It's true.
I don't know, Phil.
Use that cup, that's a trick to keep your baggies from getting all gooey.
Yeah, it keeps that seam where you seal it from having debris in it, so it seals more effectively. Definitely important.
Pro vacuum seal tricks. Yeah, if you do a lot of vacuum sealing, Dan, that's definitely a good trick. I learned that here. First time I ever saw that was here. Yeah, you're awesome, Rodney.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Oh yeah, that stack of meat we just accumulated. Look at us go. This one's a short one, that's a canary. We'll leave him forever because you got
We can always have a sub tip and a rig ready for the week.
that one make a pound between those two. Those are pounds.
What do you think percentage of recovery for meat is on those, Bill?
I think doing that particular bonus play, I would say roughly between 30 and 35%
Recovery or loss? Recovery?
recovery.
So if that was 200 pounds,
Have a lower average recovery. If I did, I could get a little bit above that if I was to leave the bones in and take the whole side off.
This really now.
so 200 pounds of fish would be about 70 pounds, Phil?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's right there.
200 pounds of fish would be about 70 pounds?
Roughly, I usually get on the kind of higher end of that 35, so at least 33 a minute.
Gotcha.
But, I mean, actually, well, we could,
There's a solid 60 pounds.
I don't want to weigh it all right now, I'll weigh it after we get it back in.
Yeah, there's a solid 60 pounds of fillets over there.
Yeah.
Nice, Will. I like Dr. Pepper too. That sounds good. I think Rod needs to give us an account over there.
57 pounds.
57 pounds. $57 meals.
You fry that up, you take a pound of fish and you try to pound bread or fry that thing up like that. And good luck eating that as one meal.
Yeah, it's true. I was thinking meals for the family.
These two are to go for somebody. They're just too small for what you
They'd be fine for that, and they're getting for free anyway. So if you want to throw it in or if you want to take it home, I don't have anybody standing here who wants to take it unless you want to take it home.
I'm good. Yeah.
I'm gonna write this down. Okay.
Yeah, you can.
I feel like I should be over there helping him.
Now tray.
Nice.
Yeah, we're even almost done cleaning up.
Yes. Not only is he good at cutting fish, he's good at cleaning.
Good at cooking too.
I done been told
Yeah,
to make a
I
great
know.
housewife.
Good work, Rodney. Chat's complimenting your outstanding job. Yeah, Phil's the master of them all. Jack of all trades, master of them all. Master of enough of them anyway to get by. Better at most of them than the average bear, that's for sure. Oh, got a camera crew hanging out over here. Can't forget him.
Yeah. right shifter.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. This is downtown Port Orford here. That's our busiest intersection in town. Four freezers that size, Scotty? That's a nice size fish hole. One of those freezers is bigger than a fish hole on the Crystal Sea. Plug that boat, Scotty, you're making some money. Well, right on, everybody. You got anything you want to say, Phil?
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. Today was a fun day to do a good deed. Had a little bit of fun, fed some people, had a great time. Now it's time to smoke a joint.
In the real world. Peace out. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Right on, everybody. I think we're going to wrap this stream up. Thanks for joining. You heard the man. You heard what's going down in there. So thanks again, everybody, for joining. Repairing windows tomorrow. I don't think conditions look that great. If it's nice enough, I'll come fly the drone. See if I can catch somebody making a landing. Sounds like Rodney might be going out tomorrow. But I'll check the weather and I'll give an update like I did about this stream this morning. It was kind of a surprise stream. Phil called me up this morning and it sounded like a great idea to me, so I was happy to come down and live stream all this. I know you guys like this content. So anyway, thank you, Karen. Appreciate you. Much love for all you. Thanks, Big Dan. Trapper Scotty, love you, man. Gary, always love you, bro. Always good to have you in here. Dan, Will, it was a pleasure having you in here tonight. Really enjoyed your company. Thanks for watching. Anybody else in here? Everybody want to shout out before I shut this down? I don't know who all is still in here. I'm scrolling up quite a bit. Well, I made the post this morning, Scotty. I don't know. I saw that he had his live going, but I already had the post this morning. So I just decided to go for it. I can't like schedule my streams around. I didn't, I felt bad doing it, but I don't know. I did post it this morning and I looked. I didn't see anything happening when I scheduled this, so I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you soon.